like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Prime time over grind, game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. You can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream in this cup. Living my life cause we young. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I came back into the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like television. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, you gon' act.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched.
new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And all the way out to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 8. Brings up.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Jacob Phillips.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
6-yard line.
First and goal from the 6. Here's Jacobs. He fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Browns nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Carr now on first down. He'll look downfield for Waller. This is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Browns nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And trying to get to Williams, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
First down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Complete to Kareem.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
At their own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 96 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flip quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Raiders 21, Browns 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Escaping the pressure right. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This will be caught by Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He was taken down by...
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
The 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a shot.
And the Raiders have got him. Terrell Suggs able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. A run for Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
4th down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those?
And that's caught inside the 30. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Carr now on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And not Not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
16 yards.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Mayfield now. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Browns' 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield eluding them. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Caught out right by Renfro. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And again, it's Chubb pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Chubb again.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And down he
league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Jacobs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. Across up the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run it again with Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The tackle made by Tanner Muse.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. That's out to the left and complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. Shoves him aside, fighting down past the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
1st and 10.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's probably run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Taken in the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Carr going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Kevin Johnson.